Hi, this is Richard with Main Street Business Consultants, and this is One Simple Thing. Learning from other people's mistakes. What can small business learn from Disney's mega flop John Carter? Actually, a lot. No one can argue that Disney is a success story, and few people or companies would be brave enough to say they're smarter than the mouse. Yet in 2012, Disney made a bunch of small mistakes that caused a huge leak of shareholders' money into the production, marketing, and release of the first of 3 planned movies from their new film property, John Carter of Mars, by legendary author Edgar Rice Burroughs. And it's a good lesson for any small business, because if it could happen to the mouse, it could happen to you. First, Disney, the rainmaker of all rainmakers, bought the rights to a series of stories that were over 100 years old. Next, they hired an acclaimed director, but had no experience at live-action films. The executives guiding and helping the marketing of this movie were new to the job and had limited experience in running the movie division. Plus, it was widely known that these stories had been pilfered by science fiction writers over that century, by big people like George Lucas and others, making the content even less fresh or relevant for anyone who was their core audience. And then they inexplicably marketed the movie without making any reference to the source material, so that even hardcore fans of Edgar Rice Burroughs would not know to go to the film. And in case you didn't know, Edgar Rice Burroughs was the creator and writer of Tarzan. In the end, Disney produced a beautiful-looking film that most consider is the biggest flop of all times. Plus, it forced them to can the other 2 movies in the planned trilogy, making their investment in this a complete fail. It's hard to believe that a huge, successful company like Disney could make that many mistakes, but it can happen. So what's the takeaway from the John Carter of Mars saga? First of all, specific management experience matters. They hired a Pixar director to handle a film better suited for a Steven Spielberg type. And they had a new and inexperienced team running the marketing and promotions. A seasoned crew in marketing might have known to put some of that $100 million marketing budget towards the warm audience that knew Edgar Rice Burroughs' work, and even referenced that Edgar Rice Burroughs was the creator of one of Disney's other successful films, Tarzan. They had no idea if their product was viable in the market today, and they should have known. Market research is always needed. They did not even run a test market on the name. Most movies with a man's name as the title are biopics or slice-of-life films, not adventure sci-fi. And lastly, they even missed marketing to the sci-fi fans in general by not adding the full name of the character, John Carter of Mars, missing another warm audience. This was a pure and uncommon mistake by a company that never makes mistakes. And that's how one of the biggest and most profitable entertainment companies in the world made a $300 million flop. Last thoughts. Knowing what you're marketing, that it is relevant, and having the right people doing the right jobs is essential to success. Disney made a truckload of mistakes making this film, but the biggest one was forgetting that you can never have enough information. Thanks for dropping by. For more information, free videos, or how we can help you with your small business startup or tune-up, visit us at mainstreetbusinessconsultants.com. Main Street Business Consultants, helping Main Street because we are Main Street.